everyone, welcome to the learning video for the Lead Forward Think It Up resources. In this video, we'll learn how to use the Lead Forward Think It Up questions for teacher use and the Thinking Stems resource for student use. The Think It Up resource can be found on the Lead Forward app under the blue button. This resource is for teachers to use to raise the level of rigor in their questioning with students. If we look at the verbs on this page, you'll see 13 cognitive demands such as analyze, apply, compare, draw conclusions, etc. As educators, we are often great at asking the who, what, when, where, when, why questions, but in order to raise the level of rigor of thinking in our questions, we need to be more intentional about using these verbs. Instead of, what do you think will happen at the end of the story? Could we reframe it by saying, predict what you think will happen at the end of the story and support your response with evidence? Let's take a look at one. If we click into the Compare, Classify, Categorize link, we will see 3 bulleted question stems for teachers to choose from. All you have to do is plug the content you've been teaching into the blanks and you have a rigorous, targeted question for students to answer at the level that you have chosen. These Think It Up questions can be used as an exit ticket or as quick checks during instruction. These questions can be planned or they can be constructed in the moment. Also, these 13 verbs directly align to the highly assessed process standards across content areas and grade levels. Take a moment to explore a few of the other Think It Up questions by pausing the video. When you're ready, just restart. So let's pretend that you've been teaching and decide to ask a compare-contrast question. You may ask students to compare rate to proportion. How are they the same and how are they different? Or compare fiction to expository text. Or compare reflection and refraction. But what if the students look at you like this? This is where Lead Forward's thinking stems come in. Click on the purple Resources Content Builder button to access our thinking stems. Then, click on the Thinking Stems link, and this leads you to our Thinking Stems resource. This resource is for the students. Notice that the sentence stems align to the questions in the blue Think It Up button for teachers. The same verbs the questions are aligned to are the same verbs these stems are also aligned to. These stems help students frame responses to the questions that the teachers would present. Let's take a closer look. As I just mentioned, notice that the cognitive demand aligns to the verbs on the Teacher's Think It Up resource. In the middle here, students have the stems from which they can choose. And then on the far right, we've included the cognates to help students who may be English learners. The stems are color-coded by Linguistic Load as an additional support for English learners or even struggling readers. The first 2 stems in the lightest shade of blue are best for beginning language learners. The wording is less complex, but the thinking is not. The middle 2 stems in the medium shade of blue are more appropriate for intermediate language learners. And the darkest shade of blue are most appropriate for advanced or non-English learners. These frames are the most linguistically complex, but again, all of the stems are at the same level of rigor. The teachers can differentiate with the stems, or they can allow the students to have access to all of the stems so that they can choose for themselves and self-differentiate. Take a moment to explore the thinking stems by pausing the video. When you're done, just restart. To summarize, the Think It Up resource is for the teacher to use in asking students rigorous questions. The Thinking Stems resource is for the students to begin framing responses to these questions orally, in writing, or both. They're like peanut butter and jelly. They totally go together. We suggest that teachers pose the question and then allow students access to the thinking stems through their devices, through student copies, or by posting some of the stems around the room. Encourage students to think and talk with a friend and then write or verbally communicate their responses in complete sentences with the help of the thinking stems. This way, no one opts out on answering the question and everyone is involved in the thinking and sharing. If you need to find the Think It Up questions or the Thinking Stems in a bit larger font, we have them on the Lead Forward website as well as the app. To find these resources on our website, simply go to www.leadforward.com. Click on Resources at the top of the screen, then click on the Instructional Tools tab. Now you just scroll down to find the Think It Up questions and the Thinking Stems resources. You'll notice that we offer the student Thinking Stems in Spanish as well. Thank you for joining us to learn about the Think It Up questions and the Thinking Stems resources. Be sure to use these to enhance your questioning techniques during instruction and let us know if we can be of any assistance.